Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please do like and subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, returning viewer, please do the same. So today, I was going to mice this topic, but I'm really itching to talk about this topic. So we're going to be diving into a story that had social media buzzing like this whole week. Grace Modlana and her fabulous birthday bash for her pup Kai. Now let's set the scene right. So Grace, who is this amazing South African trendsetter, decided to throw a full-on birthday party for her little dog Kai. Now Kai is her beloved pup. So she really went all out. We're talking balloons, decorations, goodies, the whole 9 yards. Now here's the thing that got everybody talking. For a lot of folks in Grace's community, especially in the Ekasi, or Lokshin or the township where usually most of us are from, these areas usually where life is more modest, throwing a lavish pet party is definitely not the norm. It's not that people don't love their pets. It's just that it's not something you typically see. So Grace kind of turned heads by stepping outside the usual comfort zone and doing something a bit extraordinary. Of course, social media did what it does best. Some people absolutely loved it. Others found it hilarious. We got a wave of memes and funny commentary, and in typical fashion, people had all sorts of reactions. Some were like, hey, we can't all be Kai, living the high life with a full-on puppy celebration. And Grace, she's no stranger to a bit of online banter. She sometimes slaps back or blocks a few folks who get a little too cheeky, but overall it turned into this light-hearted trend. Now we've got people jokingly telling their own dogs, sorry, we're not as fancy as Kai. You're just gonna have to stick to your regular treats. In a way, Grace is kind of a trendsetter, sparking conversations and bringing a bit of fun and humor into the mix. So I see what she was doing. Like, she was actually, what some people missed was that Grace was actually sponsored. The whole event was sponsored. She was getting the bag, She wasn't just throwing a party for Kai. Yes, she loves her beloved Kai, but, she was hitting two birds with one stick, right? That's how the saying goes. Yeah. So I personally am an animal lover myself. I used to have dogs and cats. And they were very dear to me. And I know people don't really understand sometimes when you love your pet to the extent of like going all out for them and treating them like they are a real baby, because to you they are your baby. You want them to be happy, you want them to have a soft life. Guys, they are your pet, they are your best friend, and the way you relate to them is somehow in a way that other people will not understand. Even some influencers, well-known faces, well-known people gave their 2 cents about how they feel about the event. That's how life goes. Some were not on board with her spoiling her dog like that. They thought it was a bit extra, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, people are going to do what they want with their time and their money. She is Grace. She's an individual. She will do whatever she wants to do as long as she's not bothering anybody. And other people were actually very fond of the idea, So, yeah, let's chat about it and see what you think. Would you do the same if you could? If you were in her shoes, would you do the same for your beloved pet? That's it for today. So Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time. Mwah, mwah.